and welcome. I'm Skip Jennings, your transformational coach, and welcome to the Spiritual Life Studio. Today's guided meditation is called the Love Meditation, and I want to invite you to get comfortable, get into a seat, or maybe you just want to listen to my voice, but get into a place where your body is not hindered and is feeling comfortable. I know that if we can be comfortable in the body, we'll have a more effective meditation. This is a guided meditation, so I invite you to just listen, keep your mind nice and open, and allow these words just to sink into your spirit. We can get into the head, but we have to be able to move from head to heart. I'm going to start this meditation with a writing by one of my favorite spiritual teachers, and one of my go-tos all the time is Howard Thurman. And this book is called For the Inward Journey. And it's a poem that he had written during a time there was tumultuous race relationships that were out of control, like very much of what we're experiencing right now. I'm only going to read a little bit of it, but this poem and this writing is entitled More Loving in My Heart. I'm going to read the first part, and then I'm going to jump to another part here. So he goes to write, I want to be more loving in my heart. I want to be more loving. Often there are good and significant reasons for exercising what seems to be a clean, direct resentment. Again and again, I find it hard to hold in check the sharp retort and the biting comeback when it seems that someone has done violence to my self-respect and decent regard. How natural it seems to give as good as I get, to take nothing lying down, to announce to all and sundry in 1,000 ways that no one can run over me and get away with it. All this is a part of the thicket in which my heart gets caught up again and again. Deep within me, I want to be more loving, to glow with the warmth that will take the chill off the room, which I share with those whose lives touch mine in the traffic of my going and comings. I want to be more loving. So I'm going to jump ahead. I want to read the last part, close to the last part of this reading. I want to be more loving in my heart, with unconscious awareness and deliberate intent. I shall be kind and a gracious human being. Thus, those who walk the way with me may find it easier to love, to be gracious because of the love of God, which is increasingly expressed in my living. I want to be more loving in my heart. And in this love meditation, I'm just inspired to love more. And if I love more, I know others will love more. It's a vibration that happens. It's a frequency that we send out. And my teacher, Reverend Michael Bedard Beckwith, talks about the law of radiation. And the law of radiation says that we radiate what we are. Therefore, we're going to get back what we radiate. So there are times, especially right now, that it's hard to be loving. We see the increasing racism that's going on. We see police brutality. We see homophobia, sexism. We see transphobia. We experience this. But we do have a choice. I'm not saying take it lying down, because I don't think we should. But what I do know is that in whatever we decide to do, in whatever action we take, we must do it from a place of love. So I'm going to invite you to close your eyes and get comfortable and just go within. And this meditation is to help us to really begin to connect with love. And as we begin to connect with love, I want you to remember that love is what you are. You are love. created from a space of love. Therefore, we can love in any situation. So let's meditate. So we're just going to close our eyes and just begin to follow the breath. And that's the first step. And reminder, in meditation, there is something that we call layering, where you might have one thought that leads to another thought that leads to another thought, and then the next thing you are away from the meditation. If you begin to layer, I invite you to come back to the space of your breath. Remember the breath. And it's natural. Don't beat yourself up if it's happening. If you're in fantasy or your creative mind is going way out there, it happens. You have dominion over your thinking, so come back to the breath. Our meditation is a focus. It's a focus on love today. Let's just begin to breathe. And just notice as we breathe, there is an expansion of your torso. And notice as you exhale, there's a contraction of the torso. So there's an ebb and flow that happens. Inhale, and there's an expansion. And exhale, there is a contraction. And notice that when you breathe in, the air feels a little cooler than it does when it exits. Feel the breath, feel the air, feel the oxygen as it hits the tip of your nose. And then notice it when it leaves the body. Notice the energy that you are feeling as you breathe in. Just connect with the breath. We call that the prana. Prana is energy or energy force. And today I want to call that energy force love. It's not a romantic love. It's not a Hallmark card love. But it's the absolute presence. Some people call it God. Some people call it Allah. Some people call it Krishna. Whatever you call it, it doesn't matter. But we see it as a love presence that created you, that created me, that created all of us. This is the love that helps us to heal. This is the energy that brings us back from hurt to forgiveness. This energy is the energy that allows us to have a high resolve in the midst of betrayal. This love is not outside of you. This love is inside of you. Remember your breath. This is a consciousness. This is an awareness beyond your physical being. This is a spiritual love. And this energy energy connects us all. We get to remember this love connection when there is an energy that has an appearance of separation. This is the healing force that goes beyond any thinking or human understanding. Follow your breath. This love energy is a frequency. It is a high frequency. It is an energy that lifts our spirits. It moves us from a place of feeling hopeless to feeling hopeful. This love energy allows us to see infinite possibilities. It allows us to connect to a higher vision for our life. This love energy is the power that gets us through any heartbreak, any disappointment, the loss of a loved one, loss of a job, a breakup, a disappointment. This is the frequency and vibration that brings us back to center. Follow your breath. It's love energy. It's the vibration we feel when we're in nature. This love energy and vibration is what we feel when we are in the absolute love presence of our children. This love allows us to commit to kindness, to compassion, to helping one another. This is the vibration and frequency we move from. Let's take a collective breath together. Inhale. And exhale. And as we continue to focus on love, we are reminded that we can always return to love. As Howard Thurman says, I want to be more loving in my heart. We breathe in the space space of willingness to be more loving. We breathe in a space of willingness to be more kind. Willingness to show compassion. Willingness to forgive. A willingness to heal. We finish this guided meditation with mantras. So we inhale the words, I am. We exhale, love. Inhale, I am. Exhale, love. Inhale, I am. Exhale, love. Inhale, I am. Exhale, love. Just follow your breath. And I invite you just to feel the energy of love that is within you. And slowly begin to open up your eyes and begin to bring your consciousness and your awareness back into the space that you are in. Just take a couple more breaths here. If you want to add a little heat to your eyes, you can rub your hands, just place your hands right over your eyes, and that heats up and really warms up the eyes as we're coming out of meditation. So I want to thank you. I want to thank you for joining me here for this guided meditation and your willingness to tap into a space of love again. And as we are moving through this time, this period of our life, love is the ultimate answer. And it begins with you. It begins with the meditation. It begins with the transformation. It begins with you. And then once we have connected with love within us, we're able to radiate it out into the world. So I bless you. And I thank you for joining me here. And remember, transformation is a choice. Peace and blessings. Be well. Namaste.